In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this liquid title animation using Apple Motion. And of course, if you're a Patreon member, you can download the finished project file and use it in Final Cut Pro right now. First things first, open up Apple Motion. From there, we're going to select the Final Cut title, and I'm going to work on a 4K timeline at 29:97 with a duration of 10 seconds. You can follow those settings or set them up to whatever you typically like to work with in Final Cut Pro. After that, we'll push open. First thing we're going to do is delete the type text here and title background layers. After that, we're going to go ahead and add in a line. So I'm going to find this down arrow next to the rectangle tool and select line. And let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. Coming up a little over halfway on the screen, I'm going to click and drag and hold shift to create a perfectly straight line. From there, let's go on up to our replicator and select that with the line selected. You should see that the line now has a replicator added to it. We can just head on over to our inspector and we'll change the shape. Right now it's set to rectangle. Let's set this over to wave. From there, let's set the start and end values to a point where we are stretching this all the way across the screen. And after that, let's go ahead and drag up our points. I found that setting this to a value of about 700 gave me really great results. Here's what's really cool about the wave replicator. For one, we can adjust the amplitude. So if you want really strong waves, you can do that. You can also adjust the frequency. So if you want more waves, you can drag those up. Plus, you can set the damping. So you can have one side that's pretty flattened out, while the other side is big, strong waves. It's totally up to you what you want this to look like. I'm going to go ahead and maybe set it around here. 2.25 looks good with a little bit of damping, and I am liking that. Lastly, what's super cool is this phase parameter. You'll notice that as I drag this up and down, it's almost like the wave is animating. So let's click on this down arrow and we'll add a parameter behavior to that and select rate. And I'm going to set this to a value of -360 so that it's pushing it to the right-hand side, and pushing play, we can see that animation taking place. I set it to a value of 360 degrees because that means that right at the very end, it's going to be a perfect loop, which is pretty handy. So let's just rename this replicator to be the wave, and that's looking great. We can even call this whole group the wave group. Let's collapse that for right now, and next we need to add in our title. To do so, let's go ahead and get the title tool, and I'll just click anywhere for right now. We'll just type in whatever text we want. It's kind of hard to see right now because it's white, so let's go to the inspector, change the appearance, and I'll make it black. Then we'll go to our format settings and just drag that all the way up so it's a nice scale. And we will center it as well. Lastly, we can go to our property settings and right-click on the position so that it's directly in the center. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to read this title, so it needs an outline. You could select this title, go to the text settings under Appearance, and just add an outline here, but I found that this outline is relatively limited, and I actually much more prefer the stroke filter. So to do that, I'm instead going to drag this subscribe text layer outside of the wave group, and we will push K to create a clone layer. With that clone layer selected, we can go on up to our filters. We can go down to border and we'll select stroke, and then we can change the stroke color to whatever we want. But as it is, this stroke is actually filled in. So we just need to check this box to hide the source, and so now it's just an outline. Another problem we're running into, though, is that these are moving independently, the subscribe text and the clone layer. So to fix that, we'll select our clone layer. We'll go to Behaviors, Basic Motion, Align To, and we want to align it to the subscribe text. So just like that, we have now locked the two together. This gives us a ton of control. We can decide, do we want to, in fact, have the subscribe text there, or we could hide it, and so now it's just an outline. Totally up to you. Now what we need to do is make sure that this liquid is only appearing wherever our title is, and that's super simple. We're just going to right-click on our wave group, we'll add an image mask, and we're going to choose our text. And just like that, our liquid is now found within the title. Now, some interesting things do take place here. For example, if I were to move this title around, you'll notice that liquid is not tracking with it. Maybe that's the exact result you want, but if that's not what you want, you could simply select your wave group, go up to Behaviors, Basic Motion, and select Align To. Then we're going to drag in our title, So now it's tracked to that title, but you'll notice that it's kind of filling in everything, and that's not exactly what we want. So we could just come over here to the offset controls and drag down the Y value till we get to somewhere where we're happy. And so now those waves will track with wherever we drag our title to, which is really cool. Now, before we send this over to Final Cut Pro, there's some stuff you should be aware of, like you might want to go into your stroke filter settings and publish the color of that. You might also want to go into your wave and publish the color settings. For example, we could change this to an over pattern option, so it's got a nice gradient. And then we could change that gradient, let's say to Ocean Haze. And now I'm going to right click on that gradient and publish it, so I have access to that over in Final Cut Pro. The last thing you might want to consider is the offset control for the waves and their height. Now, as a Patreon member, I've gone ahead and published all this stuff for you. Plus, I'll even publish some additional controls so you have even more creativity with this title. Now that that's looking pretty good to me, I'm just going to push Command S to save it, and we'll call it the liquid title. You can throw this into any category you like. I'm going to throw it into my Patreon category, and I'll throw it into my titles theme. From there, I'm going to push publish. From there, we can locate FCB's Patreon and drop it down on the timeline, and you can see just like that, we have this nicely animated title animation, which has the waves kind of mimicking what's going on underneath in the scene. If you do want that background text visible, we could go over back into motion. We'll make sure that this wave group is actually, in fact, above the subscribe text, and we'll go ahead and enable the background. Then I'll push Command S to save, and we can just re-drop this on the timeline in Final Cut Pro. And so now you can see we have that black text, and I can even jump into the face of this text and change the color of that if I want to. So that is how you can build out this liquid title animation using Apple Motion. If this video was helpful to you in any way, please consider pressing that like button and consider subscribing to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers. That would mean so much to me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.